Dun 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 dun.
Hello everybody, thanks for watching OneGamingSG. Very glad to be here to share with you all on my Ghost gameplay. So how is it different from others is that I actually added in how the combo works. So first we'll look at the power core setting. By the way, this is a ranked game. So in my previous video, I already shared that power core, you just need to choose the default. Okay, you don't need to come up with your own set of styles. So for me, I'll just choose this default physical, which is the best for assassin. And then for the item set, similarly, you don't come out with your own item set as per ML because the set here is already very good. So I'll just choose this jungle DPS, and now I'll just share with you some of the what are the items in it. As you can see here, the early game you are focusing on buying jungle item, okay, because you just roam in the jungle. This is different for ML, so don't use the principle here, okay. Just farm in the jungle until you got your first item up, then you can start roaming, and then you'll go into higher burst damage in the middle and late game. Playing this game with my two sons, Tidus, where he's using Spider-Man, and Cloud, where he's using the, I'm not sure what is that called, Converse Glaive. Yeah, it's a fighter. So actually I'm quite surprised that Tidus, a 7-year-old kid, can actually play Spider-Man quite well. Later you'll see in this game how well he's playing, and similarly for Cloud. Okay, so for starting, you'll want to go to the buff. Okay, top or bottom buff to start with actually is up to you. And this quantum corrosion, the passive spell, is very important for you in the early jungle. Starting, my first skill will be second skill. So as you can see at the top of the screen, I actually show you what are the skill I use. So starting, just use the second skill, and then you need to keep crossing over the jungle, the creep, okay, for the maximum damage because of the first skill, because of your basic passive spell. And then you will learn your first skill, okay, to use it for jungle also. You just keep repeating this until you finish your jungle. So remember, when you use your second skill, you actually leave an illusion behind, and then you'll come back where you will hit the jungle creep and utilize your passive skill. So you don't need to keep crossing over. Once you have your second skill, you can see that once I cross it, you will come back again, then there's another passive, and then you will use your first skill to when the jungle creep is dying, you can use it to cross over to the next jungle creep and teleport there. So I already cleared the top jungle, and now I'm focusing on the bottom jungle. I'll leave my leech, my spell, for the last hit because it helps to gain back HP. So you don't want to use it too early, because after you hit the creep, then you start having lower health. Then it's very hard for you to go and help out in the lane. So I'll try to go for my first skill here. As you can see, I'll use my second skill, go in and first skill and teleport there to kill him and flicker out of the tower. Forgot to talk about my better spell of course, leech for the jungle, and then I use flicker because I have tried many wound or whatever, but I thought that the flicker is the best to kill. So as you can see on the bottom left, it's quite a straightforward one. I use my invisible, and then I blink inside, and I use my ulti for another additional blink. I will not go into explaining each of the skills because I think that one is quite straightforward and all of you can read it for yourself. So I will only put up all the combo whenever I can manage to go out for a kill. And then anything dangerous, I'll always keep my second skill either to start the battle, go in with my ulti, or I'll keep it to run away when there's a need, so as to try to keep up to my high survivor. Okay, so my third item jungle is here. Okay, so you see how I can kill the opponent ghost later on. As you can see, I see that he's actually taking my jungle, so I go in with my first skill, use my second skill and my ulti. The fact that I never put up the combo is eventually I didn't kill him, if I remember. Oh yeah, it's correct. I just basically use my second skill here to kill him, so all the combo actually doesn't matter at all because mostly I miss them. So try to go for a kill, realize he's too deep in the tower, so I'll just back off here. It's very good for the first skill to clear the creep. As you can see, after I use my first skill, okay, there'll be additional damage with the passive, and then I teleport at the end of my first skill and then hit one more time. Basically 2 hit with one first skill, I can finish the whole flow of creep. So it's a very good hero to start pushing the lanes. And then again, just use the first skill to clear the jungle. Here I'll try to kill the raccoon and the MM. Not sure if I can do it. First skill in. Whenever I throw my first skill in, it's not definitely I'll press it again to teleport inside. Depends on the situation. If I realize that it's quite difficult to go in and kill, I'll just back off and I will not teleport there. So for Ghost itself, I'll try to focus on jungle and then roam around to see where I can push the lane or where I can go for a creep kill. Going for a top lane kill. I believe he's gonna use... Okay, why I use my ulti first is so that I can do an additional of my first skill throw. As you can see, it's quite a complicated number of skills that I use here. For this because there's a lot of enemy, I want to play it safe. That's why I use a lot of my ulti and my second skill. And whenever my skill is on cooldown, I'll try not to go into an engage unless the enemy is quite low, else I'll do the more safer farm. So here I'm waiting for my skill to cooldown finish before I can do anything to the MM. We can always use it to do a harassment using the first and second skill, where after you use the first skill, you use the second skill to again to go in and harass. As of here, you can see that just basically using a combi of first and second, I can straight away burst and kill the MM without any issue. Here got the bomb, quite difficult, my health is low, I can't tank the tower, maximum 2 hit, so I decided to go away first. As you can see, my goal as of now is 1k above the enemy. So remember, after using your first skill, okay, you need to hit it before you teleport and hit it again, because that is due to the passive skills that you have. So one more of my bottom. Oh, okay, we see the ghost here, so I can see that he ulti going to top. No point chasing, because actually ghost is very easy to run away because of the skill, especially with flicker. So I'll just take my jungle. Trying to kill the bottom and harass their jungle. So you realize that I'm not focusing so much on the lane, because I think my lanes are doing well. So here I am trying to harass their jungle more. Open ulti, and then so that whenever I go back, it's invisible and I can use one more time of my ulti to... one more time of my first skill whenever I'm inside the circle. So far I have 6 kills with 0 death. Going for a top kill. Should I have issue? Even if there's a lot of enemy 3 or 4, I can always go in easily and survive because of my... As long as my first skill and my second skill is still on cooldown. So hopefully the combo that I put at the bottom left of the screen is useful to you, because I have watched a lot of people doing video on the ghost, but all they do is basically showing their gameplay, and ghost is not some hero where it's so basic. That's why without the explanation on the combo, it's actually very difficult to understand how it can really be done. Okay, I'll try to kill the group here. For tank, I'll also open my ulti first, because I need a lot of this first skill to really damage him and kill him. And then you can see that since no one is coming, I'll try to take the tower. Okay, 3 people, even 3 or 4 people, you can see that they can't do anything to me because of my ability to run away from any bad situation I'm in. The opponents are playing quite safe now, so it's very difficult for me to hunt anyone. Okay, here is easy, I just go for the damager. So you can see 3 hits is more than enough for me to get him. Doesn't have any skill, so I need to play a bit defensive. Try to kill him right here using the first skill, teleport there, damage him again, using a second skill to run away when I can't win. Go for NC first. So in my first video, I actually already explained how what does all these NC does. So if you haven't watched it yet, you can just take a look at my first video on the Marvel Super War guide. Take the jungle. Tower not easy to take. I think I'll focus on mid and top lane, try to kill and push out so that I can go for a lot after this. Okay, here is a free kill, just one hit with my second skill and he's dead. So I'll open ulti, first skill, hit one time, come back, open first skill again, use your second skill, come back to the circle so you can throw your first skill one more time. You can see that just one full combo and the lot is already down. Okay, and this is still quite early in the game, 9 minutes 30 seconds. So it's really strong hero in terms of farming, pushing lanes, taking the lots, and also taking down opponent DPS hero. One full combo you can definitely take down one of them. Okay, and even why I like this hero is that he can really run away easily with his second skill. Really an OP hero as of now. Comparing to Spider-Man, I thought that Ghost is even stronger than Spider-Man because Spider-Man, his web swing is limited to 2 times. That's why still not as good. One full combo and I can go for a double kill easily. So what good about Marvel Super War is that the leech itself actually gives me quite a lot of HP. So I don't need a life drain item and I can just keep going to jungle to get back my HP. I think I'm dead here. My skill is on cooldown, yep. So okay, so you can see that I only have 4 items up and that's already 12 kill for me. Okay, opponent is very paper for me, even without my full item. Okay, so this is Tidus, a 7 years old playing Spider-Man. Quite frankly, I think he plays quite well for his age. The combo he has no issue with the Spider-Man combo. See if he can run away. Oh, I think this is very clever. He even understands that he can just use his spider web without the swing to slow down the enemy. Then we have to take a look at Cloud. I think so far he's doing well also. So I do agree with some of you that Marvel Super War is actually easier compared to Mobile Legends. I'm not so sure because maybe they have played a lot, so they are good at it. Because they actually played ML with me also, so maybe they have the basics. That's why to them now Marvel Super War is it's quite similar. It's not as difficult. Can't kill him with currently. Maybe can kill, but I might die too. So I decided not to since I already got 1 death, and I'm trying to keep my HP high throughout the game. Sorry, keep my death low throughout the game because it affects the survivability. So that's the end of this game. Thank you. I hope that y'all can benefit from this video, and remember to subscribe my video and follow. Thanks for watching. Goodbye everyone.